Hey everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm assuming y'all can hear me. Haven't booted up the old streamer in a little bit. Hopefully everything still works. Hide those secret lyrics. Good evening. I am coming to you live from quarantine, at least the tail end of quarantine. I have I've been sick for a little bit. I'm feeling much better. I yeah, this is a good idea. I've had COVID, the good old COVID. So I've been sick. Before that, I had some family in town, and the family stayed in town because everybody got sick, and so we've been quarantining in separate rooms. That explains the lack of flannel. All my flannels are still in my bedroom closet, and I don't have access to my bedroom closet because I live in my office now. So I have a North Face jacket, and so that's what I'm wearing. So I don't know if I'm gonna play a lot of music tonight, but I just missed hanging out with everybody because I took a little time off because my wife's siblings were in town. I think one of them is watching from his own personal quarantine. So I figured I'd just hang out, play some cozy music, answer questions that people have, talk about everything going on in my world. A lot of it is boring, but a lot of it is exciting at the same time. So why don't we just launch into that? And I'll do my best to play a song at some point, but I'm feeling doubtful that that's going to produce anything that y'all want to actually watch. So if you have questions for Bug Hunter, I'd be happy to answer them, even if they're silly. In the meantime, I will kind of give you a rundown of what I've been doing for the last little bit. So I'm going on tour. Luckily, I mean, as far as timing goes, this was not terrible timing to get sick. Going on tour in about 2 weeks. So I'm going to be hitting up Salt Lake City, Boise, Portland, Seattle, Sacramento, Hollywood, and Palo Alto. So I promise I will be healthier and in a better state in 2 weeks. So very excited about that. In the meantime, also looking ahead at future tours. So if a lot of you might have seen that the Narcissist Cookbook and I are cooking up our own tour. He's over in Scotland. I'm in Virginia, but I'm looking at going to the UK sometime later this year. And so I'm like, most of my days are spent trying to track down some venues and coordinate all the logistics of doing a tour on that side of the world. So I doubt many people watching this are from the UK because it is late there, but that's what I've been planning. And then for a little closer to home, if you're kind of in the southy region of America, North Carolina, Texas, I feel like I need to tune this bad boy. My brother has my tuner, but it's all right. I have one on my phone, so we're gonna be all right. Florida, potentially, Georgia. If you're in those kinds of regions, I'm putting the call out right now. Got my army of house show, backyard show hosts. Many of them got emails today from me. So be on the lookout for that. All right, Wisconsin, not south. Good question though. The Place of Wonders is asking, are all your shows 21 plus? No, I try to make none of my shows 21 plus if I can help it. Most of my shows are house shows, backyard shows, and then barring that, I'm definitely moving away from playing anywhere that requires the attendees to be 21 plus. So I am, if I do a show and it's 21 plus, it's really because I had no other choice. Yeah, so Emo Ninja Dragon asking, where at in North Carolina? I am looking at Raleigh for North Carolina. So basically, I sent out a survey to as many people that would take it for where would you go in the South, and so I got people's responses to that, and I'm not going to go to every city that was in that survey. Just kind of see kind of the primary ones where we think we can actually put on a show, and got really positive results from enough to make of a tour. So probably a city in Florida. Currently the most requested one is Orlando. So but we always gotta look and see. Quill says always Raleigh. Yeah, it's probably gonna be Raleigh. I might try and go to Asheville as well. No promises. Raleigh is, if I do the tour, Raleigh is pretty much guaranteed. Asheville is kind of a coin toss, depending on whether I find something. But gotta go where people are, unfortunately. And then definitely, I've been meaning to get to Atlanta for a very long time. So hopefully, trying to get to Atlanta. Kind of the Texas triad. The Houston, Austin, Dallas, that kind of triangle. Definitely trying to get to all three of those. So very excited about that. I've spent quite a bit of time the last couple weeks, which I was hoping to be healthy. I had kind of like a good 2 or 3 week gap where I was like, all right, well, this is where I'm going to plan all these tours, and then I got sick. So I'm trying to get back on the horse, but Quill says, Quill doesn't blame me, since I probably want to sell tickets and everything. Yeah, that is unfortunately what I have to do, because there's a lot of overhead to get anywhere and to be there, to exist in a different place than where I live. It's very expensive, so yeah, if money wasn't an option or a factor, I would love to play everywhere. Tree's looking for a Canadian tour, like Toronto. That'd be cool. Jams, what are you doing awake? Says I look cozy. Yes, I am very cozy. To re-explain my wardrobe, my flannels are my closet, and I live in my office, and I can't get to my closet without contagious stuff happening. So they are forbidden flannels today. The Place of Wonders is asking, what advice would you give a beginner trying to make songs? How beginner? Like plays guitar but wants to write songs, or doesn't know how to play an instrument? Because I feel like it certainly helps to know how to play an instrument. I suppose it's technically possible to write a song, especially if you have friends. If you have friends who play instruments, you can write with other people, but just solo, kind of the way I do it. Place of Wonder says first one. I don't remember what order I said them in. I think I said you play an instrument first. Yeah. My advice. It's hard, because my advice for how to write when you're a beginner is not my same advice for how to write good songs, and that's fine. no one is going to come out of the gate swinging with their first song and have it be awesome. It's just not going to happen. It feels like that. I think the first 10 songs I wrote, I was like, cool, I got an album, here it is. And then I wrote 75 more songs, and then I was like, okay, I have a bad album here. So like, for writing songs, just write. I mean, just write, even if it's bad. You know, don't stop. Just force yourself to be like, okay, this doesn't sound very good, but I'm gonna move on to the chorus. And the chorus is something, maybe it's missing kind of the last line, but you know, circle back to it. You know, just get something that you can play, because that, to me, that feedback loop of like writing something down and then playing it without having to like stop and then like getting to the end and like, okay, cool, a song, right? That like little like I made something is super motivating for me, because then you can go back and you can chip away at the parts you don't like. Yeah, if you're struggling to write songs, just like write anything, even if you know it's bad. You know, steal a line from a song that you like. I don't know. Like literally, like if you're not sure what to write, just find a song that you like and take that line and just put it in, right? And then you can always go back. Like, don't release it like that, but you can always go back and fix it, change it. So, and as Mars points out, yeah, just read strangers' emails and write about them. Yeah, sometimes the song ideas will just fall into your lap. So. Alien, what do you tend to find harder, music or lyrics? Sorry, I just read Quill's question that made me laugh. I wasn't expecting that ending. What do I find harder, music or lyrics? I mean, music is harder for me. I don't consider myself really a musician. I consider myself more of a lyricist. That doesn't mean that lyrics always come easy to me. I take an immense amount of time to write all my songs, most of the time. And if it feels like it's coming easy to me, it's normally because the ideas are ideas that I had a very long time ago, and I wrote them down, and then I'm just kind of like taking them and like putting them into place. And it feels like it all came together very quickly, even though it didn't. Music is harder for me, especially coming up with, oh man, new chord progressions, new things that don't sound like other things that I've already written. It's very fun. New melodies. Because once you write one, then you can't do that one again, unless you're sneaky about it. Quill says, what advice would you give to someone trying to be friends with Mars? This is a great question, and something that I imagine most people... Alien, not new chord progressions to humanity, new chord progressions that I haven't like used or overused. I'm pretty good at the EA. I write in this spot a lot. Let's go with the flow. That's deserve me. It's probably something else. Anyways, to be friends with Mars, you have to write a bunch of music and then have Mars randomly get one of the songs and like your name because it mentions bugs. That's what I did, and then we played a bunch of board games together. So yeah, so 3 albums and a board game will do it. That is Mars's threshold. Sorry. For people who are just joining, I'm sick, so that's why I'm not really playing music, but I'm having fun hanging out. Cyan says, looking forward to your next tour. I have one of the signed lyric cards hanging on my wall covered in stickers. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things. that we do on tour is before every show, I write a lyric postcard for every song, or basically every song that I'm gonna play at that show, and then I sign it and I date it, and I like put the city on it, so that if people don't buy them, they're completely worthless. And anyways, so we sell those at our shows, and each one is, you know, one of a kind, because, you know, if someone buys the Dear McCracken one, then it's gone. But anyways, Sputnik has a kitten named Bug. Hi, Bug. Benjamin asks, hi, how are you? I'm sick. But I'm on the tail end of it, not the start of it. And that's why I'm not really singing, because it would sound bad, so. Let's see. What else we got here? The Place of Wonder says, what's the funniest fan interaction you've had? Okay. I don't know if this is like the actual answer, but I'm going with the first thing that popped into my head. Definitely one of the funniest things that has happened with a fan was it was the Columbus show. So this was a backyard show in Columbus, and this was kind of the first show that there was like small children at. I think most of my shows, everyone is at least in like high school or so, but there was like, at this show there was like 2 separate like small children. They were like 5 or 6. I have no idea how old children are. They were probably like 10, and I don't know. I think they were like, I think this one girl, I think she was like 4 or 5, and she had a sign. She like wrote a sign that said like, you know, Bug Hunter, and had like some names of songs on it. She was like holding it up at the show, which is really cute because it was only like 50 people there, and like, you know, it's like I could literally like just look at everybody, like, you know. But it was the first sign that anyone had ever brought to a show, I think, and so I was very excited about that. So came up to me after the show, I was selling merch and kind of taking pictures with people, and I was like, I want to take a picture of us with your sign. And so she's very small, she's like 4 years old, and so I get down on my knees to like be down on her level, and I think she got confused, because then she got down on her knees too. It's just like, oh, this is just what we're doing, and we took the picture like that, and it was very cute, and it made me laugh. And she's like, oh, you're doing that? Okay, I'm doing that. And we took a picture with her sign. So anyways, that's the first funny fan interaction that came into my head. I definitely signed a fan's adult Heelys at a show in New Jersey, and the whole band signed his Heely, so that was cool. I think I missed some messages, because I don't know what people are talking about. Oh, okay, I understand that. I was like screaming into the infinite cosmos. It's a Mars joke. I like it. EST is hyped for the LA show. That one's gonna be fun. That one might be live streamed. I'll get back to y'all on that, but if you can't make that one, might be live streamed. The venue does it, so I'll have to just see how that goes. Tin Ray wants me to sing Two Bed, Two Bath, and a Ghost. I would love to. I'm sick. I don't think it would come out very well, so. Mars now wants me to sign their Heelys. I don't know, because we kind of told the fan at the show that like that was like a one of a kind item. So, but I guess the full band signed it, and the most of the California shows are just gonna be me. So, we'll still be one of a kind, because yeah, Jesse's not gonna be able to make anything south of Seattle. So. Leche, I will not sign your unofficial stickers. Your bootleg stickers. Crimson, how long does it take for you to plan a tour? A while. It depends. So like I'm looking, like I'll tell you what I'm doing today. I'm looking at my south route. I kind of figured out where I'm going, what makes sense. You know, you can't just like teleport from, you know, Dallas to Orlando overnight, right? You have to kind of look and like, all right, this is a 3-hour drive, this is a 5-hour drive, this would be an 8-hour drive, so let's give it 2 days because I don't really want to do that. And so I've narrowed it down to about 10 cities. And I look at my map, and I have a bunch of fans who have volunteered their backyards and their homes, and so I will go to all the people who are on our route. And for this particular one, right now we're about 50%, I think, of the shows have somebody in the city, and I'll email them and I'll say, hey, I'm probably going to be coming through on this date. Are you in town? And so far, I've had 2 yeses, 2 nos. And sometimes it's my only option in the city. So if that person is out of town, then I will have to just find another kind of venue. And then it goes from there to like finding maybe like a yoga studio, maybe a dance hall. If I could find like a performance theater. I don't really like doing the find the promoter at the bar and yeah, we'll get a bill with like 3 bands and you know blah blah blah. I'm really kind of running my shows a little more private because I have found that especially with like backyard shows, house shows, like I've had a really good time with like we're just hanging with the homies. It's like just the Bug Hunter fans here, and everyone knows all the songs and that kind of thing. So I'm kind of shying away from that a little bit. So. What was I gonna say? Today's the 6th. Why did I keep thinking today was the 7th? Yeah, I guess I put the wrong date on this one. I don't know why I thought that. In my to-do list it says 7/7/2022. Wow. Well, I guess I did a lot of stuff for tomorrow. That's funny. Anyways. I guess I could try to play a song. Oh yeah, Jams has my back. It is the 7th. EST says, "Are you okay with people singing along to your songs at live shows?" Yes, I encourage it. I come right out of the gate and tell people like, we're all gonna sing along because it's way more fun if y'all sing. So, what's something that I could sing? That would sound decent. Slow down, you can talk it out. We'll backtrack, relax, and we'll track it down. I'd probably pass out. The hard thing is a lot of my slower songs, they kind of build to like a bigger thing. I'm thinking of like Pebbles, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do the chorus of Pebbles. I do the verses of Pebbles, but if y'all just want to hear like snippets of songs, I don't really know what's in it for you. Mitchell says echoes. Yeah, that one also builds. Oh, you know what song doesn't build or go anywhere? I think maybe this one. When I turned 15, determined to keep my head lower than my self-esteem. I had a plan, but I was held back by acting like acne was the worst thing to happen. If I could go back, leave a note that might have told the teen boy the stuff that I didn't know then. I'd write 2 words, all he needs to know. This ain't how it'll always be. Hold tough, fill your heart with mud, stitch up every cut when you had enough. And stand strong when the pressure's up, and damn this flood by holding tough. Sounding good? Is this worth it? Oh, I did what Simon said. I had plans inside my head, planted by handsome men, but in the act of cashing in, I get half of my fraction of passion left. It's not pretty, it's not trendy to act like this. I'm no natural, I have to practice it. You're not ready, I get that, but here it is. Stick with me or be stuck with what you get. Hold softly your heart with mud, stitch up every cut when you had enough. And stand strong when the pressure's up, and damn this flow by holding tough. Hold softly your heart with mud, stitch up every cut when you had enough. And stand strong when the pressure's up, and dam this flood by holding tough. Thanks, everybody. I was holding a cough that entire song. Cool. That was my shortest song and my most monotone. I almost said monogamous song. Monoton. It's just a good one. I don't know. That song called Hold Tough off an album called Torn Between a Couple. I'm like half a word behind everything I say right now. Cool, y'all like that. I think you're being extra kind to me. And it's, yeah. Well, cool. Let's just go back to some cozy Q&A. We got 35 people still watching for some reason, which I'll never take y'all for granted. It's it's amazing. I'm really thankful that y'all want to come hang out with me. I've missed y'all. It's just been kind of upside down the last like 2 months. It was like I was on tour for a little bit, and then I came back and did a couple live streams, but then I had some family in town, and I was in Washington DC last Wednesday, and then I got sick, and so and then in about 2 weeks I'll be on the West Coast tour, and then I guess I don't know if I should say this, but I'm playing. I mean, I'm stoked about it, so I'll say it. It's not something that anybody can really. Oh, nice. My old landlord just sent back my deposit 2 months late. I got a good amount back. That's awesome. I'm playing a private thing at Gen Con this year, which I'm very excited about. I've been hired to play like a private event at Gen Con for like a board game company, so I'm very excited about it. I'm just kind of bragging about it, and it doesn't help anybody here, but that's something I'm doing in August, and I've never been to Gen Con before, so I'm very excited about that too, because I love board games. But yeah, then, Kyle's getting married in August, and then I'm looking at doing a Southern tour in September and a UK tour in October. So the next couple of months are really busy. This is actually the best week I possibly could have gotten sick, with everything kind of coming up. So very, very happy that if I was going to get sick in the next 6 months, that this was the week to do it. So Spudnik is asking, could I hear a breakdown of the strumming for the intro of Making Up Words acoustic? I love it very much. I would have to go back and revisit that, because it was like I don't even remember what I did for that. I one taked it in the studio and just thought it sounded cool. Yeah, it's something like that. You can tell I'm very good at music. Yeah, it's something in there. Yeah, it's like. Dun, 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 dun. Why does that sound so wrong? I don't know. I'll have to figure that one out. I just thought it sounded cool when I did it in the studio. Jesse's the kind of. I did it, but Jesse's the guy that can do it consistently live. I can do some of that stuff well enough to record it, but I got chords and I got lyrics. Why is everybody talking about D&D? Did I say D&D? Hold on. Bug, let's get a D&D stream going for coffee night. Coffee nights. Yeah, I don't drink coffee. That would be cool. I have a different idea for coffee nights, but it's just not there yet. I'm working on a board game that I would love to start live streaming. It's very fun and very entertaining. So that content's around the corner once I stop touring and stop coughing. And people are talking about Bug D&D. I don't know if Bug D&D is different than I have to be there for Bug D&D to exist. It can't just be Bug D&D, but somebody else does. Box Zen says, "You're really cool, dude. I found you a while ago. Ended up watching most of your songs." Hey, thanks. Yeah, we've had a lot of people find us. We just recently broke 20,000 subs, so thanks for smashing it. Yeah, I think you smashed the button. I don't think it works anymore. Which is cool. I'm excited about that. It always feels good when you're doing something that you're putting your whole heart and life into, and people like it. That's my bold take. It's really cool when you do something and people like it. Yeah, I feel like it took many years to get to 10,000, and then it took a single year to get to 20,000. And we're already at like 21,000, like after just 4 days. So we'll probably hit 30,000 in like 2 or 3 months, which is cool. Thanks everybody if you're new. I'm normally not this confused and coffee. I normally play a lot more music. I don't play that much more music. That's probably like 3 or 4 songs, but it's definitely more than this. So if you're here and you're watching this and you're like, I don't know, it gets better. The other ones are better. Come to a different one. I should have just made this one like unlisted and put it in the Discord so I could just hang out with people who know. Sayrin says, let's get it to 40K this year. If it continues at the rate that it's been going the last month, it will get to 40K by the end of the year. We're averaging like 10,000 every like 3 months. Like basically 7 to 10 days is another 1,000. So if you round that up, 10,000 in 100 days, which is a little more than 3 months. So we could very well get to 40K by the end of the year. And then YouTube sends you a Warhammer. Ben says, "Hey man, pumped for your SLC show. Looking for a sheet music or tab for the piano parts later in the song." Nope, I don't have that. I'm sorry. I did the intro riff, and Jesse did the bridge piano work. So you might have to ask him. Lord Leche is asking about the board game that I'm looking at streaming. Is it Rock, Paper, Scissors, Chess, or another board game? It's another board game, but if you haven't played Rock, Paper, Scissors, Chess, that is a game that I invented and put out into the world. And that is a very fun one. The other one is it's a cooperative game, and it's, in my opinion, the best board game ever made. Baked Ice says, do you have any plans on updating the Discord link on the Reddit to one that doesn't expire? Yeah, the old one used to work. We had some bot problems, so we killed all the Discord links to help with that. It wasn't even bots, it was more like spammers, which is just a bummer because our Discord is like, it's the best Discord. Yeah, it's just the best one, and it was a bummer for like a couple of days where just people were just like messing with our space. If you want an invite to the Discord, you can always just ask me. If anyone asks me, I'll give it to you. It's more like the publicly available ones for people to like stumble upon and like not have context for what the community is. So there's not like a test. Crimson wants to know if I'm going to release videos for Torn Between a Couple. So I think 3 months ago I might have said, hey, maybe. But here's what I found. So the year 2021, my goal was, I knew that like I wasn't really going to be releasing any new music because we still hadn't toured after we released Bigger Than Myself, which we released in August of 2020, which, as you remember, was not very live music friendly. I was like, I'm not going to release new music. We haven't toured with this new album, and on top of that, we haven't really toured at all, right? We haven't toured with the Rough Draft. We haven't toured with Torn Between a Couple. So few people have seen us live compared to how many people have like discovered us in the last 2.5 years, as we've kind of come up from being a very small indie band from Seattle to a band that like you might have a friend who has heard of us. 2021, I wanted to just make music videos because we finally had a budget to make music videos. There was a time where I had the budget to make music videos, but I didn't have the like new songs to make music videos for. So I was like, well, let's do Be Glad I Love You and Disco and Pine Cones, and let's like just get like the songs that deserved music videos. Let's get them taken care of now. And so we released, I think, 4 music videos last year. And I love them. They're brilliant. 2 of them are made by Deep Blue Ink, 2 of them are made by Firewood Pictures, and I'm so glad I have them, because now people can find our channel and be like, all right, there's a lot of stuff to watch here, and a lot of different styles and different music, and hopefully if you find one thing, for me, if I find a song by a band I like, it takes me, I need to get to 3 songs before I'm like, okay, I like this band a lot, versus I like this song. And so that's kind of the goal, is to have a channel where it's like you can come on and be like, find 3 songs that you like, and hopefully that is other people's threshold for like really sitting up and saying, hey, this band is cool. But the videos, like, they're all sitting somewhere between like 20,000 and 50,000 views, something like that. And then we released a video for a new song, like the day it came out on Spotify. It was a song called Too Bad, Too Bath, and a Ghost. And that video just passed 500,000 views. And the song on Spotify is at like, it's like 230, 240,000, something like that, streams. And I get why people in the music industry, they're like not making music videos for old songs, because there's more of a big impact when it's for something new. Like you release a new single or release a new album, and you have kind of like a music video to go with it. So as far as budget and kind of putting resources behind things, I feel good about kind of our body of work right now, to where like throwing another, like, it's a good bit of money to make, to have very talented people work on bringing songs to life, to just throw at an old song, just because now that I do music full time, I'm not as keen to do it anymore. So I will probably not be making any music videos for Torn Between a Couple songs unless something drastic changes. So that was a long story to answer that question. I'm sorry. Benjamin says, all my friends have heard of you because I won't shut up. That's funny. Thanks, everybody. I think Sayren says, would you say that the ones that have an official video are your best songs? No, and I wouldn't say that. I think there are songs that are better than those songs that could have a music video. It was more like I purposely, when I have people do music videos, basically every single one that I've done, I have let the artist or artists choose which song that they wanted to work on, for the most part. Firewood came to me and was like, we want to make a music video. And I showed them, it was before Bigger Than Myself came out, so I showed them Pebbles, Pine Cones, and Take It Back. And I said, here are kind of the 3 songs that, they were unreleased at the time. Here's the 3 songs that we feel people are going to be kind of like gravitate towards. And so, you guys pick which one, you're drawn to. They had a great idea for the Pine Cones video. So we're like, let's execute on that. That's great. And then Deep Blue Ink is very similar. I said, hey, my name's Bug Hunter. I do songs and stuff. I love your animations. If you're interested in doing something, here's my discography. Pick something. And he just chose Be Glad I Love You, which is exactly what I would have chosen because that's what I had in mind when I reached out to him. And same for the toddler video. I said, hey, pick another song. And he was like, I think I have a cool idea for toddler. I was like, awesome. So the reason that we chose those is because I want, like, if an artist is going to work on something, like, the reason that my videos have so many small details and like, oh, there's a little callback to some other video or some other song, is because the people working on them are fans of the music, and I want to see what they come up with. I'm not going to just like dictate like, all right, do this and make it exactly like this, and you're just like, so anyways, another long answer for that. Too Bad, Too Bath and a Ghost, I reached out to Deep Blue Ink and I was like, I have this new song that I just wrote, and what do you think? Let's do this. So he didn't have a choice on that one, but okay, I think that's gonna do it for me. I think I only meant to come on for about 20 minutes, and here I am 45 minutes later, still chatting. So thanks. I didn't actually think that y'all would stick with me that long. I think it was that whole tough break right there in the middle that really bridged the gap. So thanks. This was a weird stream. Sorry if this was your first one. Hopefully it was at least interesting to hear some stuff of kind of what I'm working on, what I'm doing, tour planning, board game stuff, and just planning the next couple of months. Hopefully put on some good shows for everybody. I might try and do another Zoom show. I was thinking about that today too, because just like looking, it's like I'm not going to have a month in the next like 6 where I don't have something going on. So I might look at the end of August for doing another Zoom show and potentially another new song showcase with that. So keep an eye out for that if you are not, well, even if you are living in one of the places that I plan on coming. The Zoom shows are their own thing. But if you can't make it to a show, I will be looking at maybe the last like Saturday in August. So cool. Join our Discord. Come see us on tour. I'll put this up. How do I get out of the? There it is. There. No, that way. Going on tour. 2 weeks. Tickets still available. Seattle has like 3 tickets left. Salt Lake has like 4. The other ones are probably fine, but like don't wait because these are all like low ticket shows. I think the most anyone has is like 60, so like a couple of groups of 4 can like fill things up very, very quickly. So cool. Hopefully I'll see some of y'all on the West Coast in 2 weeks. I will try to do another stream on Sunday, maybe. We'll see. So thank you everybody. I will chat with y'all in the Discord. See ya.